Every year we have a number of world premieres at the Shepherd School. We're really very proud of that fact. This one in particular I think is going to be special in that the American Modern Opera Company, DeCamera, Aspen Music Festival and School, and the LA Opera have all partnered together on this co-commission, and we're incredibly excited to be able to bring it to life.
As a faculty member of Rice University, I love that it's taking place here, and to have these brilliant minds that are creating this project, and also including some of our most distinguished alum that have come through the Shepherd School of Music is very exciting too, and I just love that it's here for everyone to experience.
I think one of the most exciting things about being here at Rice is that we don't know how to describe it yet. It is brand new. It's not out of the package. It's not even in a package yet.
The fact that we can actually have this unstaged musical version where we're able to work out all of the kinks, where the composer-conductor is able to hear in real time what it's like with our kind of ensemble, with these extraordinary students performing and with the unbelievable quintet of voices. It gives everyone a chance to kind of settle into what this work is going to be and then find a way to further project it out in the world.
I've been living with this piece for 2 years, and I can't believe it's the first time we're doing it because I feel like I've been singing this to myself forever.
I think you can go about enjoying this piece in two different ways. You can either research it, be very ready to be intellectually there with it and try to go with what's going on lyrically and musically, dramatically, or you can just sit back and let it wash over you.
This piece is a 360-degree portrait of the moment we're living in. We start from the perspective of a woman who seems to be dealing with some intense, invasive medical treatments, but we quickly move from just her consciousness to the consciousness of the planet. We hear voices from the bottom of the ocean. We hear the voices of chemicals that are coursing through her body. We hear voices that may be not human. So it's really this kind of kaleidoscopic musical image of the moment we're living in.
What Matt Aucoin has done is to take these texts by the really extraordinary poet Jory Graham. Matt has moved through about 5 major poems and created this incredible journey towards death and towards life at the same time.
It makes me feel like I have a relationship with this poetry and with Jory. I hope that I have the opportunity to meet Jory someday because it's really just incredible to feel like you can know a person through their words.
Without wanting to be presumptuous at all, I feel like we're trying to invent a new genre here. It is not a song cycle, and it's not what you think of as an opera, but it is operatic in its intense theatricality.
It's just like this stream of consciousness the entire time, split between these 5 voices.
There's a lot of storytelling and drama in it, but it's also unique because it doesn't feel like an opera in the more conventional sense. It's more an opera in 2 different realms of existence, of both of this sick woman and a sick planet. And so it feels very unique, and it's almost in its own niche.
It's next chapter of possibilities for opera. It's what could opera be? How could opera express the reality of what we're all living in a way that takes us all forward, rather than a lot of opera which takes us all backward. And this is a world we're living in where everything's simultaneous, everything's going on. Not only at the same time, but also like slightly out of sync, slightly out of phase, slightly conflicting information appearing, and we're not sure. We actually can't describe it. We can't put our finger on it, and yet we're feeling a lot.
Part of what's special about doing this world premiere at Rice is that we have the Shepherd School's unbelievably talented and committed and enthusiastic students, and also DeCamera's young artists, as well as the Shepherd School students. They're in that really special moment of being, in your early to mid-20s, and I think really at a certain kind of peak of virtuosity, and also stepping out of being a student and stepping into being a fully fledged musician.
When I got here, especially since this is a brand new building to me, it was a nice sort of the center of a Venn diagram feeling where I felt both the connection to my past as an alum here, as well as being in a wholly new place in this space.
Rice holds a very special place in my heart. So being back here, it's kind of like that inspiration is revived. Coming back to a place where I was so eager to learn, you know, and a piece that's very intellectual and requires you to have that eagerness to be very accurate and precise.
People think of a conservatory as conservative, and it's the past. For me, it's thrilling to be at a conservatory where time moves forward and where we're doing something that was not possible 2 weeks ago. And this is a place not just for a kind of craftsmanship, understanding music of the past, but it's a place for the red-hot center of creation.
The fact that a world premiere with this subject matter is taking place at all is very, very important. The fact that it's taking place at Rice University, I think, is both a joy and also not a surprise. And by that I mean that Rice is internationally known for its leadership in research and entrepreneurial studies. And Houston is a city of innovation. So in addition to that, to remain relevant in the music scene, especially the classical music scene, new works need to be created and performed on a regular basis, and they also need to circle around the themes that concern us as a humanity, in addition to the different movements that are taking place that have begun in the last few years.
It's wonderful to have such accolades from people in the professional industry that know what is out there in the world. One of the things that is remarkable from where I sit is that, frankly, on a daily basis, the way our faculty that are here work with our students, every single day there's something that's innovative and creative and different and unique and special. And we get a little bit more hype around when some of the famous outsiders come into our orbit, which is wonderful. But what happens day in and day out at a place like the Shepherd School is what really makes a difference.